So let's see what we've spoken about or what we've encountered so far. Because if you're here listening to me, and I laugh about it because I'm not sure why. I'm not sure why I laugh about it. I guess I'm not so typical spirit lineage holder in some ways. I'm not the most typical one, hey? So I imagine I can be a bit of a stretch for some. I can feel that. I quite like being that in a way. Quite like it. But because you are here listening to this arising, to these discourses, it tells me you're actually quite sincere about wanting to get through something in yourself. Like you mean it. I don't think I attract people that are insincere. There must be something in you that really wants to be seen and lived and expanded into. And some maybe things that are not true that you don't notice that you are holding. But you would really like to, even if you have to go, oh, I did that. Like, oh, okay, I still want to know. So, yeah, what have we looked at so far? We've looked at intention. Like, where is the intention? What do you really want? When these structures, these like call it the egoic structures of your being start to be seen more now. And you've seen many already, otherwise, again, I don't think you'd be here. So when you see them, and in seeing them in the awareness rising, you also see how you can release them. As they release, energy expands in you. Chi expands. And chi facilitates the arising of spirit into form. So when you are standing in dense chi, in strong chi, what you wish for, what you desire, can arise. So you may think you have all your protections, but actually, existence has protections too. And that is, if you have not looked at certain aspects in your being and you haven't seen them, the chi can't rise for you. Yeah, it's actually quite magnificent how it works. It's quite magnificent. So when you're with me, it means like you really want to comb, you want to be fine, like I really want to like look into these things, like like it's a very magnificent and skillful way of looking at what is still arising in your unconscious. Yeah, it's beautiful. It's beautiful that you're that interested. It's beautiful, really. I acknowledge that in you and also in myself. Yeah, I also have that, of course. So we looked at intention. And what do you want this big energy for? And you might have some initial response, like some, a beautiful vision or something. And then it's so beautiful if you're willing to look into the shadowlands. Like, what don't you let yourself know? What, if there is something like that there for you. And then remember, we spoke of the gift. What gift do you bring? When you enter into a temple space to do your holy work, there is a gift that is offered. My gift to enter this holy space was to offer to hold this for 21 days and not ask for your gift to me. That would be the normal way. So that's quite a big gift from me, in a way, because I want you to offer that gift to this path, as you walk towards the Dakini Pure Lands. The gift that maybe you would have given me, maybe even more, give it to the Dakini Pure Lands, offer it to them. In the Sangoma lineage of South Africa, a medicine lineage here, they'd call this the Dakinis, the great gogos, the great gogos, the great grandmothers, in a way. So offer them this gift, and and the gift is not necessarily material. It can be dancing, singing, praying, laughing. It can be sacrificing something that you've been attached to of who you think you are. That can be a gift that has energy. So I want you to think about the gift, and then and then we turned around and we said, okay, but wait a moment. Whoa, just let's have a look here quickly what we're doing. We're going into the Dakini Pure Lands, right? Which is like the headquarters of the feminine. Yeah, we are. It's that place, it's the place, right? It's the place, the Maha source of that awakened wisdom lineage. We're going there. Do you have any resistance? Any doubts, any distrust of the feminine, and what may they be? Really good to look at, because if you have them and you don't look at them, you won't get very far in the journey. And wherever you have them in this journey, you will have them in your life, in your love affairs, in your relations. They will be present. So it's really, really worthwhile to have a look now. You really can be keeping a diary of this journey and writing down your insight, because it will be strong. The insight on this journey is going to be strong. So write it down. It's worthy. Okay. And then today, which actually what I recorded today, 2 days ago. For some reason I didn't put it up. It didn't feel quite time yet. Today we opened the sacred circles all around us, calling in this great field of awareness and potential. Even singing some sound to call in the vibration of this holy ground, which they call Pai or Marison in the Shipibo lineages, which I love very much. A shamanic lineage from Peru. A beautiful lineage, really. And I invited you to start to, when something in yourself appears, from the shadow lands, from the unconscious, the not knowing lands, really, where the shadow lands are, the not knowing lands. If something comes from there to be seen, like whatever, self-doubt or judgments or, whatever it is, it doesn't matter. Whatever it is, to turn to it and meet it with compassion. Be together with it in love. Let that be your first stop with whatever rises. I mean, it might need at some stage, some direction, some energy, some fierce energy even, to go, hey, what's this, So it might require something to shift it. But when you first meet it, to meet it with love, in compassion, together with it, in yourself, to be together with this pain arising in you, this confusion, this Maya, Maya is like, here I am, here you are. And instead of looking at one another, into one another, me recognizing me and you, like really seeing love, God seeing God. We see this projected state. It can be idolized. I can think you so so positively of you, and it can also be really critical. And I can see in a very dark, shadow, judgmental way, but I don't see you. So whatever that is stopping us from seeing the moment as it is, when it appears, to meet it with compassion, with love, with this kind of rainbow. So rainbow is like, in the rainbow all colors are invited, isn't it? All colors are welcome. That's why we love it. When we look at a rainbow, we feel so complete, because all of our colors are welcome. All of our flavors, the whole spectrum of our love, from one side to another, from one dimension to another, is invited in the rainbow. So I invite you to call upon that rainbow spiral, the rainbow spiral of compassion. Stand in that when you meet aspects of yourself, in yourself or in others around you, that the forgotten selves, the exiled selves, meet them with love, so they can remember their way home. Yeah. So that's where we are now. This is where we have been. Maybe if you like, you can just listen to this a little and then make notes of anything that needs a little more of your attention in this journey, if you like to. Yeah, if you like to, I have a dear friend who's in the circle, and her husband died from COVID not very long ago. And I'm not sure now, 6 weeks. And she's with that. So she might not be getting out her diary and writing things down, She might listen and just let herself wander a bit. So yeah, you know where you are. I invite you to participate how I can. But yeah, meet it like you want to. If you take just one question and you go out and just stare into the clouds or into the sky. Just stare and stare and stare, and let this question, whatever one here maybe touches you, whatever I've brought forward and it touches you, just let it wander through you. Look at it from this way, look at it from that. Wander, forget about it, come back to it, and just stare into the mystery, into the infinite. Old tantric practice. Staring into the infinite sky, to be able to see that infinite sky within you. It's an old tantric practice, but we use it a bit differently in this moment. Beautiful. And I may not speak to you all individually, or I may have some touches along this journey, and I may know some of you and I don't know some of you. And I just really want to say how welcome you are to be here. I'm very touched that your energy presence comes in. It's really beautiful that you are choosing to bring your awareness and your energy into this inquiry, into this journey. So I just thank you for being here. Thank you so much. And I really hope your system opens and receives some deeper knowing that you have been looking for, even if I don't speak it. But that the Dakinis will offer that to you in grace. No one, we can never force these things, and nor should we. But in grace, perhaps you will receive something you have been longing for and desiring from the truth of your being. I wish it may be so. I love you. Namaste.